Let's talk about PNPs. This is actually the most common consultation that I do. A lot of people asking what their PNP options are. And I know, as much as it seems that there are more than 100 immigration programs, let's break it from the top to see what are the most common PNP programs that could be of some value to you. Most common and most favorable and popular one is, of course, Ontario. You don't really need a job offer, especially if you're talking about the Ontario's human capital priority stream. You just need to be eligible. The primary knock code should be the one that is in demand in Ontario at that point of time, and you pretty much can get invited if your CRS score is within the range. The other programs that Ontario has are primarily the job offer related, or if you would have completed your master's or PhD in Ontario. Then comes the Saskatchewan, again a very popular program. Why? Because even if you're not eligible in express entry, you could potentially apply for nomination through Saskatchewan's OID program. The only catch there is that you need to have work experience primarily in one knock code for a period of at least 10 years so that you can get maximum points for work experience. Other than that, it's pretty simple and straightforward. There is Saskatchewan OID stream and Saskatchewan Express Entry stream. Both of them are quite popular and have resulted in a lot of people achieving their dreams. And finally, the most important one that people really love is the Alberta's Express Entry stream. Now, with the Alberta PNP, what happens is that you don't really need to do anything. If you have an active Express Entry profile, and if Alberta is interested in your profile, you just simply get a notification of interest and you can create your application. The only problem with Alberta is that we just do not know who do they want to invite and why. They never ever clarify or publish the knock codes or the criteria for inviting people. The only thing they announced earlier this year was that they would give preference to people who have siblings or parents in Canada, or basically the family members, and if their occupation is considered as in demand. So these are the three main PNPs that you can look at and prospectively use to sort of achieve your dreams in Canada. But apart from that, there are of course the other PNP programs. As I said, there are more than 100 immigration programs. But the problem is most of them need you to have a job offer or an employer support. Now, I know that's quite difficult. That's as good as, you finding Aladdin's Chirag, but then to find an employer who can support you. But it happens, especially if you're inside Canada. You're here on a visit visa. You're here as an international student. You're here as worker. There are chances that you may find an employer who's willing to support you. The AIP, the RNIP, the Atlantic Immigration Program, the Rural Northern Immigration Program, these are also employer-driven. They need you to have the support of the employer, and that's what makes it work. I hope this helps.